I'm going to try to be as calmly as possible about the subject here. For some crazy reason, this Zimmerman Trayvon Martin case has spawned more or less a racial war. From what I'm seeing all over YouTube, all the bigger channels that touched on this, and everybody else's opinion on the news and so forth and such, it has spawned a racial war. And it's getting old, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people are about to hate the comment I'm going to give, but it's the truth. Slavery happened 200 plus years ago. Blacks blame us for their slavery. The thing is, we didn't start it. The Spanish are the ones that sold the blacks. The English caught on once they seen they can put them in the field and not have to pay them. That's when we stepped in and started buying them. Okay? Yes, we abused what we done. We should have never had it happen like that. Those millions of people shouldn't have had to go through tunnels just to get a fucking break. Period. It's just unjust. I agree with you there. But for some reason, because this Spanish American, dare I say, is what Zimmerman is. He's like half white, half Mexican. What the fuck ever. Sorry, I'm getting aggravated about seeing it's fucking everywhere. It's like the biggest news probably in the last decade. Shut up. Stop crying. The man got not guilty. Whether you thought he done it or not, the legal system said he didn't do it. Period. Then I was listening to another YouTuber just now saying that the Black Panthers, if anybody remembers them, they're that old gang from back in the day. I believe it was the 60s and 70s. So they put a bounty on his head because he got away with it. I want to take a second here. I'm pretty sure that's illegal, right? Like, I couldn't sit here and tell you, be like, hey, I'll give you X amount of money to go kill this person. Or to go snatch them up and bring them to me. That's illegal. Right? I'm pretty sure I'm right here. It's getting fucking old. I hate to take this angle, but get over it. Grab a fucking tissue, wipe your nose off, and go the fuck on. Stop crying about, oh, this happened, oh, that happened, oh, he got away with it. He didn't go to jail because of what he done. You realize how many people get away with shit every day? Regardless of race? It's just getting fucking old. I don't understand how this simple of a case got blown to bits. I mean, just completely obscured from what really happened, what really went down, who the people really were. Everything was just obscured majorly by the media, and anybody that was watching that television just ate it up. No, 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 no. Brrr, brrr. And this includes the president. The president stepped in and pressed federal charges against Zimmerman. You won't give us fucking jobs. You won't better our economy. But the minute he gets off, you'll step in and take over the legal system. I tell you one thing right now, if I had any kind of power, Obama would no longer be president. Regardless what anybody thinks, he would not be president if I had anything to do with it. Period. Bye. See ya. And I know a lot of you that watch this are going to be like, oh, you racist. I'm not racist. Not at all. Not in the least bit. At all. Period. But I have to get this off my shoulders, because if I don't, I'm going to end up having the biggest headache I've ever had in my life, because everything, CNN, MSNBC, everything, just talking race war, riots. From the Zimmerman case, there's riots everywhere that happened. And the YouTuber that I watched earlier brought up an old case from '07 where a white couple got attacked by some black guys, brutally raped and murdered, and left to die. Nobody said nothing then, but I agree with what he said. Regardless of race, I think if you commit a crime, that the exact same thing should happen to you. What do I mean by that? I'll explain. If you get caught from murdering, raping, and strangling somebody, regardless of age, whether it be a child, white, black, orange, purple, whatever, if I had the power, you'd get raped and strangled and beaten. Eye for an eye. I tell you one thing, it's kind of good thing that somebody like me will never be able to be president, because I would turn this country upside down. I'd be impeached in the first week. I really would. Because I would turn everything exactly opposite of what it is now. But all this conversation, I know I'm kind of ranting here. The one thing that really disturbs me is this going to go down the path that it did a couple hundred years ago? What do you mean? This same thing basically is what started the Civil War. Was a disagreement between races, or a disagreement between people started the Civil War. Are we going down that path now? Are we going to get to that point to where when we see our neighbor, just because he's black, white, whatever, or he's gang member, KKK, or Black Panther, or whatever the case may be, alright, we gotta go kill him. He's not part of our clique, he's gotta go. Is he gonna come to that point again? Is it gonna come to where it's gonna be the North versus the South, or the blacks versus the whites, or whatever the case may be? Are we really gonna backtrack hundreds of years just so that person or persons can determine, oh, we won the fight, so we're right? I'll say it simply to everyone of every race, of every color, of every language. Be you, do you, and get over the bullshit. It's life. Life comes with bumps in the road. You either go over them, under them, or through them, determining on how your mind works. But bringing up the past that nobody of this generation has anything to do with is over. Wah. Shut up.